Hi there students, welcome back to another video lesson. So for this week 3, so ang discussion po natin has something to do with angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal. So last week for week 2, ang discussion po natin ay relationship among pairs of angles, wherein na-discuss ko po sa inyo yung adjacent angles, supplementary angles, complementary angles, vertical angles, and as well as yung linear pair. So dito, connected pa rin po sila. So it's because angles po ang ating pinag-uusapan. So for the lesson objectives, we will define and illustrate the angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal. So isa-isahin po natin yung mga angles na nafo-form kapag yung parallel lines ay hinati ng tinatawag nating transversal. Now, so bago natin umpisahan yung ating discussion, of course, dun sa mga angles na yon, so we will first define what is a transversal. So when we say transversal, this is a line that intersects two or more lines. So kitang-kita naman po sa definition pa lang po niya, transversal is a line. Okay, isa po siyang linya na wherein ini-intersects niya yung two or more lines. So anong itsura ng ating transversal? Okay, so let us first illustrate or identify parallel lines. So yung parallel lines po natin, ayan, line X and Y, wherein pareho po silang nakahiga. Okay, so to define what is parallel lines or what are parallel lines, so these are lines that never intersect. So hindi gaya ng ating intersecting lines, so meron po silang tinatawag na point of intersection. So kapag parallel lines po, hindi po sila nag-i-intersect. So mag-extend man po sila infinitely in both directions. So never po silang magmi-meet. Now, let us now identify what is the transversal line. Okay, so yung transversal line po natin, ito po yung line na dumaan or nag-pass through sa gitna ng ating parallel lines. So hinati niya po yung mga lines. And then, upon intersecting, so may mga nabuo po dyan. So ito po yung ating mga angles na i-discuss ko po isa-isa. So to identify the transversal line, so our transversal line is line Z. So transversal line is line Z. Now, when two parallel lines is cut by a transversal line, so different angles are formed. So kapag po ang dalawang lines or parallel lines ay nahati po sa gitna ng isang line na tinatawag na transversal, so magpo-form po yan ng mga different angles. So kapag wala pong humati dun sa parallel lines, impossible po na magkaroon tayo ng mga angles. So imposible po na mabuo yung ating mga angles doon. So tanging ang transversal line lang dapat ang magi-intersect doon para ma-form po yung mga angles. So yung mga angles na to, ayan, this includes interior angles, exterior angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and corresponding angles. So as you can see, puro sila angles. Okay, so yan lang po yung mga na-form kapag yung parallel lines ay nahati ng ating tinatawag na transversal line. So una po sa ating listahan is yung tinatawag nating interior angles. So interior angles are four angles formed inside the two parallel lines. Okay, so since yung ating parallel lines na intersect po, so magpo-form po siya ng mga interior angles. So let us identify the interior angles given the illustration. Okay. So ito yung ating parallel lines, X and Y. And then yung ating transversal line is line Z. So yung mga nabuong interior angles ay angle B, angle G, angle C, and angle F. So yung mga nasa loob ng parallel lines. So sulat natin, angle B, angle G, angle C, and angle F, these are all interior angles. Now, kung meron po tayong interior angles, we also have exterior angles. So, exterior angles are four angles formed outside the two parallel lines. So, yung mga angles naman na ito, na-form po sila sa labas ng dalawang parallel lines. So, yung ating mga interior angles, ayan, B, G, C, and F. So, yung ating mga exterior angles are angle A, angle H, angle D, angle E. So, sulat ulit natin, angle A, angle H, angle D, and angle E. So, these are all exterior angles. So, nasa labas po sila. So, pag interior sa loob, exterior sa labas. Now, we also have alternate interior angles. So, meron tayong interior angles, meron din po tayong alternate interior angles. So, alternate interior angles are two interior angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal. Okay. So, yung ating alternate interior angles dito, ito daw po yung dalawang interior angles na naglalay on opposite sides. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang ating interior angle B, so yung isang angle para maging alternate interior angle sila is yung nasa kabila, is yung angle F. Okay. Next. Ano pa? Angle G and angle C. Okay. So, ano masasabi po natin sa sukat ng alternate interior angles? So, congruent po sila lagi. Okay. So, sulat natin angle B and angle F, angle G, and angle C are what? Are alternate interior angles. So, hindi po yung katabi niya ang kanyang kapartner. So, like for example, angle B and angle G. So, hindi po sila alternate interior angles. Bagkus, supplementary angles po sila or linear pair. So, pwede rin po silang adjacent angles. And then, alternate exterior angles naman. Alternate exterior angles are two exterior angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal. So again, let us identify the exterior angles. So A, H, D, and E. So yung alternate exterior angles, isa po sa taas, nasa kabila, sa left, and then yung isa naman nasa baba. Okay, like for example, angle A and angle E. Ayan. So, yung angle A nandito po. And then, yung angle E nandun naman. What else? Angle D and angle H are alternate exterior angles. So, kagaya po ng alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles are also congruent. For example, if angle A is 100 degrees, angle E is also 100 degrees. And then, angle H and angle D are also congruent. Next, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angles on the same side of a transversal, wherein one angle is in interior and the other is exterior. So, ayan, meron po tayong clue. So, yung isang angle po is interior, nasa loob, and then yung isa naman, exterior, nasa labas. So, para hindi po tayo malito sa corresponding angles, so, yung corresponding angles, meron po siyang angle na nakapagitna. Okay, like for example, angle A and angle C are corresponding angles. So, ito ang angle A, Ito naman ang angle C. So, yung angle na nasa gitna nila is yung angle B. Okay, next. Angle A is an exterior angle. And then, yung angle C naman ay interior. What else? Angle B and angle D. So, ano yung nasa gitna nila? Angle C. So, angle B and angle D or corresponding angles. So, nasa left side ng transversal tayo. So, sa right side ng transversal naman, we have angle H and angle F. So, yung nasa gitna po ng angle H and angle F is angle G. So, kumbaga yan yung po yung ating clue para malalaman natin kung alin ba yung mga corresponding angles. Kailangan may angle na nakapagitna. And then, dapat yung mga angles na yon nasa isang side lang po ng transversal. Next, angle G and angle E. So, angle G and angle E. So, ang ating mga nilista na yan, yung 4 pairs. So, corresponding angles po yan. So, corresponding angles. So, after nating i-discuss yung different angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal, so let us have an activity. So, the objective of the activity is to determine the relationship between pairs of angles. Okay, so may mga given na pares na mga angles po tayo and then i-identify po natin kung ano ang relationship nila sa isa't isa. Interior angles ba, exterior, alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding, o pwedeng magkaroon pa sila ng ibang relationship. So, line P and Q are parallel lines cut by a transversal line R. So, ayan. So, yung parallel lines po natin, line P and line Q. And then, yung ating transversal line is line R. So, letter A, angle 1 and angle 3. Okay. Angle 1 and angle 3. So, as you can see, meron pong dalawang intersecting lines dyan. So, ang tawag po sa relationship ng angle 1 and angle 3, vertical angles. Next, angle 6 and angle 8. So, angle 6 and angle 8. So, ganun din po, vertical angles. So, what can you say about the measurement of vertical angles? So, vertical angles are always congruent. So, ibig sabihin po, kung ang angle 1 is 45 degrees, angle 3 is also 45 degrees. The measure of angle 6 is 135 degrees. The measure of angle 8 is also 135 degrees. Next, angle 1 and angle 5. So, angle 1 is an exterior angle, while angle 5 is an exterior angle. And then, meron pong angle na nasa gitna nila, which is angle 4. So, what can you say about angle 1 and angle 5? So, these are corresponding angles. Next, angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, so angle 3 and angle 5. So, these are alternate interior angles. Ayan. So, if angle 3 is an acute angle, so angle 5 is also an acute angle. What else? If the measure of angle 3 is 72 degrees, so the measure of angle 5 is also 72 degrees. It's because alternate interior angles are congruent. Ibig sabihin ng congruent, pareho po ng sukat. Angle E, letter E, angle 7 and angle 8. Okay, so angle 7 and 8, so magkadikit po sila. So yung tamang term po dyan, angle 7 and angle 8 are linear pair. So when can we say that a pair of angle is linear pair or form linear pair? Kapag po adjacent angle sila and at the same time supplementary. So adjacent magkadikit or magkatabi, and then supplementary, yung sum ng dalawang angles is 180 degrees. Next, angle 6 and angle 4. So angle 6 and angle 4, they are also alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles. So nasa loob po sila ng parallel lines. Angle G. So letter G, angle 2 and angle 8. So ayan po yung angle 2 and angle 8. So they are both exterior angles. Kaya lang yung angle 2 nasa right side, yung namang angle 8 nasa left side. So angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior naman. So kasi nasa labas po sila. Alternate exterior angles. For letter H, angle 4 and angle 8. So angle 4 and angle 8 again. So meron pong angle na nakapagitna sa kanila, which is angle 5. Okay, and then yung angle 8 is an exterior angle, and then angle 4 is an interior angle. So therefore, angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding. Angles. Letter I, angle 5 and angle 7. So angle 5 and angle 7 are vertical angles. Letter J, angle 1 and angle 6. Okay. So angle 1 and angle 6. Okay. So ang relationship po ng ating angle 1 and angle 6 ay supplementary angles. Ayan. So supplementary angles po sila. Ibig sabihin yung angle 1 is an acute angle, and then yung 6 naman is an obtuse angle. Okay. So kasi yung angle 1 tsaka angle 5 are corresponding angles kasi. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano ang sukat ng angle 5, yun din po ang sukat ng angle 1. So, masasabi po natin na supplementary angles sila. So, hindi po natin sila pwedeng i-classify as linear pair. It's because hindi naman sila adjacent. Next, angle 4 and angle 8. So, angle 4 and angle 8. Ayan. So, may angle na nakapagitna sa kanila. So, angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Letter I or L, angle 6 and angle 2. Ayan. These are corresponding angles also. So for the next activity naman, we will determine the measure of the angles marked with letters and numbers. So lines X and Y are cut by a transversal line Z. If the measure of angle B is the quantity of 7x plus 25 degrees, and the measure of angle C is the quantity of 70 minus 2x degrees, then find the value of x and the measure of the angles. So, ang gagawin po natin una dito is ililista po natin yung mga given. So, ayan. Measure of angle B, 7x plus 25. And then, measure naman ng angle C, the quantity of 70 minus 2x degrees. So, tignan natin yung ating figure. So, this is angle B, and then this is naman angle C. So, angle B and angle C has relationship. So, they are vertical angles. So, since vertical angles sila, they must be congruent. Okay, so ibig sabihin, pareho po sila ng sukat. Now, paano natin makukuha yung value ng x? So, ibig sabihin po niyan, i-equate po natin sila. So, magiging ganito siya. Measure of angle B equals the measure of angle C. So, measure of angle B, 7x plus 25. And then, C naman, 70 minus 2x. Now, applying addition property of equality, so mag-add tayo ng negative 25 to both sides, tsaka positive 2x. So, magiging ganito siya, 7x plus 2x equals 70 minus 25. Next, 7x plus 2x, 9x, equals 70 minus 25, 45. Now, applying multiplication property of equality, so we will multiply 1 over 9 to both sides. Or just simply divide 9 to both sides. So, 9x over 9. So, makakancel po yung 9. So, x equals 45 divided by 9. That is 5. So, ibig sabihin po yung ating value of x is 5. So, since yung ating value of x is 5, so substitute lang po natin. So, magiging 7 times 5 plus 25. So, 7 times 5 is 35 plus 25, 60 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, ang sukat po ng angle B is 60 degrees. Now, to check kung pareho ba sila ng sukat ng angle C, so, magiging 70 minus 2 times 5. So, 70 minus the product of 2 and 5 is 10. So, 2 times 5 is 10. So, 70 minus 10, 60 degrees. So, therefore, angle B and angle C are vertical angles. So, kitang-kita naman po ang sukat natin ay parehong 60 degrees. Now, ano ang magiging sukat ng ating angle A? So, since angle A and angle B are supplementary, so isusubtract po natin yung 60 sa 180. So, ibig sabihin, ang sukat po ng angle A ay 120 degrees. Next, angle D naman, ang sukat niya ay 120 degrees. So, why is it 120 degrees? It's because angle A and angle D are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. Now, for angle E, so for angle E, the measure is also 120 degrees. So, what will be the reason? Angle A and angle E are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. Now, what about angle F? So, the measure of angle F is 60 degrees. So, what could be the reason na ang sukat ng angle F is 60 degrees? It's because angle C and angle F are alternate interior angles. So, if the measure of angle C is 60, the measure of angle F is also 60 degrees. They are congruent. Now, angle G. So, the measure of angle G is 60 degrees. So, why is it measure of angle G 60 degrees? Because angle B and angle G are alternate exterior angles. So, the measure of angle B is 60 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle G is also 60 degrees. Next, so measure of angle H. So, The measure of angle H is 120 degrees because angle E and angle H are vertical angles. So the measure of angle is 120 degrees. Angle H measures also 120 degrees. So pwede rin namang, ang reason natin dito ay yung angle D and angle H are corresponding angles. So for our next lesson, we will be discussing basic geometric constructions. So kailangan nyo pong mag-prepare dyan ng ruler, yung tinatawag nating straight edge, compass, and then pwede rin naman po yung ating protractor. So tuturuan ko po kayo kung paano mag-construct ng line segment, ng mga angles, ayan, ng mga polygons in the next video lessons po.